is, I believe we were wanting to look at like doing expired or for sale by owner role play. Is that what we're thinking?
Yeah, and we've never done it really, so
Okay.
You're making that face. We just never cease to amaze you. You're like, oh my God, how have they been in business as long as they have?
So you guys are awesome. So, okay. So, expecting an expired listing.
Oh, Lord.
And Beth will be the seller.
Wow. Okay, and I don't have a script in front of me. I'm trying to find it. So, okay, I'll
Just
wing
wing it.
No problem.
Let's remember that. Let's remember the objection handling script. That is honestly the best, because here's the reason why. Because you're not memorizing something verbatim. You just know the steps that you need to take, and it comes from you.
Yeah.
Right. So when we are, again, the objection handling is what causes you to make that decision. Then you're going to isolate and drill down. Then you're going to acknowledge and validate. I hear what you're saying. It's understandable. Then we're going to create the conditional close, which is if we do this, then you're going to handle it by creating a solution, and then you close. So if we remember those steps, because we can memorize any script, and if they throw something out there that's an objection, how do you know how to handle it unless you've been practicing for a very long time?
Yeah.
So if we just go in with this script, hey, it's Diane with Keller Williams, I see that your home's expired, how can I help you? Or if you door knock, how can I help you? Okay, so let's go ahead, because the one that it's really, I think that we can definitely get on the phone are the for sale by owners. We may get 1 or 2 expired listings, but I think it's a great thing to have, because when you do meet with them, you're going to get some objections. Okay. Okay. So and this is all about practicing and improving in our technique. So, okay. So you guys,
I'm the seller?
Yeah, you're going to be the seller. We'll let Diane go first.
Okay, John's here now too, just so you know.
Hi, John. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on for 4 minutes, and we usually do 3, but I'm going to put it on for 4 and go.
Okay, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Gary?
It is.
Hi, Miss Gary. This is Diane Stanley with Keller Williams. And I'm calling today because I noticed that your home just expired on MLS.
You are like the 13th call I've gotten this morning, and they're all from that point.
Okay. Well, may I ask, do you plan on continuing to try to market your home and sell it?
I don't know. My phone's been blowing up all morning, and I don't know how everybody got my phone number even. I have no idea how this even works. We took it off the market. We were frustrated, and now my phone's blowing up, and I'm getting more frustrated.
Hey, let's start over, Diane. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But so let's acknowledge when she said you're like the 20th agent that's called me. Acknowledge and validate that, because right now she is defensive.
Right.
And angry. So we need to diffuse that, because you're not going to get anywhere with it.
Follow up with something really good.
Okay, so let's start over.
Okay, ring, ring. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hi, is this Miss Gary?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Miss Gary. This is Diane Stanley with Keller Williams Realty. How are you today?
I'm getting a little agitated. You're like the 13th agent that has called me this morning, and I think they're even all from Keller Williams. Do you people even talk to each other?
I hear you. I perfectly understand. Your home came off the market, and I was calling to see how I could best help you so that you don't have to take any more calls from any other agent.
I don't know. We were frustrated with our agent, and I'm just, and now my phone's blown up, and my house didn't sell. It was on the market for 6 months, and I'm just aggravated. We're just not even going to sell it anymore.
You're not going to sell it anymore. Well, may I ask you what caused you to make that decision?
Yeah, it wasn't selling, and we're getting frustrated. We get showings and nobody's making offers, and we have to leave our house. I have 2 dogs. It's a pain in the butt to leave, and I this is more of a pain than I thought it was ever going to be.
Okay, I understand your frustration. If I could take just a few moments of your time and schedule an appointment with you to show you how I do things a little differently to get your home priced correctly and sold quickly, would that be of interest to you so that you wouldn't have to take any more of these phone calls?
Pricing wise, I don't think we're priced bad. Everybody said we were priced okay, so I don't understand why my house isn't selling.
Okay, but you did mention that your home was listed for 6 months and you had no offers. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, well, usually when a house is on the market for at least 2 to 3 weeks and you have no offers, even though you're having showings, it's because of the price. So if I could show you and demonstrate to you what the current market is doing at this moment, would that be of interest to you so that you could get the best?
I would maybe be willing to look at it, but I don't want to go down too much. We need to get a certain amount for our house.
Okay, understood.
I don't know what you could do that she hasn't done already. I don't know, if you've got, aren't you guys all the same?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Aren't you agents all the?
No, ma'am.
I mean, what could you do that she hasn't done?
Well, again, I'd love to be able to meet with you face to face and show you how we do things differently. We not only, can market your home aggressively on all multimedia websites.
Okay, time. Okay, so what do you guys feel about that?
Well, we get a lot of those angry calls, so sorry to Diane, but I mean, oh my God, that's what it's like. I mean, some people are just like, they're like, what are you calling me for?
Well, you meet with me, so that was the first step in the right direction.
Well, you have such a nice voice.
I know. Well, so you did a really great job of keeping your cool, and that comfort, like that tone was really nice, right? So no matter how Beth was getting aggressive, you still remain calm.
Yeah.
So just a couple of opportunities for growth. I'm here to help.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about why you need to sell your home. So I think if you were to have taken Beth more to the motivation, you would have been able to wrap it up a lot quicker than just talking about her price and let me show you what's wrong with your price. Because we got to remember, with expired clients or sellers, they're defensive. Yeah. So when we talk about their price is wrong, that's going to make them more defensive. Right. So no, I'm here to help. Let's talk about how I can help you get to where you need to go.
Right.
Tell me about that. I'd love to hear why you needed to, you had your home on the market in the first place.
Right.
So let them take you on that journey that, remember, logic makes them think, emotion makes them act.
Right.
That makes sense?
Yep. I knew what to say. It wasn't coming out.
Well, here's the thing, is because we don't listen to what our instincts telling us. As a coach, it happens to me a lot. And then I'm like, darn it, I should have gone in that direction, right? I didn't listen to what I was feeling.
Yeah, I think of things after the fact. So I think for me, making this type of call, I'm going to need bullet points rather than a script.
Absolutely.
Bullet points are the things to touch, because I think that's what scared John and I from scripting. Like when we first had this scripting thing that started in our office, we were terrified. We're like, are you kidding me? We're like, we're not going to that, and because we've never done it. But I think if you take the bullet points, and I actually did a decent job of a scripting call for to potentially recruit somebody, and my team leader just gave me the bullet points, and all I did was look at those bullet points, and I just kept circling back to those things and to hook her up with a meeting. So that would be awesome if we could kind of come up with bullet points rather than a long script. I think that would help me. We're not good at this. We're new at this.
I would write, like, so this is how, like, when I take my notes, I just write words usually. See how I write words?
Yep.
And because I'm like, ooh, okay, if you would have acknowledged right there, like, and then I'm here to help and find the motivation.
Yep.
So one question, tell me why did, I'd love to hear why you had your home on the market in the first place.
Yeah, that's huge.
Let me help you. Like, you want to be, your husband's in a different state and you're here with the kids. Wow, that's got to be hard being here separated. Tell me about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? Okay, so Beth, you ready?
We'll see.
So just write down in your notes, what I'm here to help. Why did you move? Why were you moving in the first place? And then find her motivation or find their motivation. Ask questions, just like if they're your friend and your friend is like saying, oh my gosh, it's been 3 months. I've been here homeschooling the kids. Georgie, he's not here. I hear what you're saying. You've had a lot on your plate, and it's understandable. You guys, must be completely fed up with agents calling you, right? That's the last thing you want to hear. Let me help you. Okay, go. Hold on, let me time. Go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Diane?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Diane. It's Beth Gary, Keller Williams. How are you today?
Oh, I could be better. You're about the 15th agent that has called me today.
I am so sorry to hear that. And actually, do you know there are thousands of agents in the area? I'm surprised you've only gotten 15 calls with your house just going off the market.
Well, I haven't answered the phone every time it's been ringing.
Okay. Well, I am really sorry to hear that they've been blowing up your phone. Chat with you about, why you took your home off the market and how we might be able to help you.
Well, it wasn't selling, for one thing. I don't understand. It's a beautiful home.
It is a beautiful home. I did see pictures, and it looks absolutely lovely. I'm not sure quite, why you went off the market and why you have not received a contract on it. I would absolutely love to be able to dig in a little bit to see how we might be able to help you.
Well, what are you going to do different than the other lady didn't do?
Well, I would love to take a look at your house, and we could kind of go through what we do as a team to market your home, both through the internet and personally through your neighborhood, different ways that we strategize marketing. That would take probably 15 minutes of your time. I would love to come see your house in person.
Again, I'm real frustrated with the whole prospect, and don't know that it'll be of much help for you to try to come in and than the other lady did.
Well, I totally understand where you're coming from, because I'm sure, especially with getting 15 calls, everybody sounds like a used car salesman, and they're all telling you that they've got a 50-point plan that's going to get your house sold.
Right.
But we do things a little bit different. We've been doing this for over 26 years, and we would love the opportunity. Can you tell me why were you looking to sell your house in the first place?
Well, my husband is actually accepted another position in another state, Colorado, as a matter of fact, and he's there. I'm here by myself now, and he comes back and forth, but that's the frustration. It's all on me, and I'm having to take care of everything.
Oh, that has got to be very hard. Yeah, I can't even imagine. How long has he been in Colorado?
He's been gone now for a month and a half.
6 weeks or so. That's brutal. And do you have children? Are they there with you, or is it just you?
No, it's just me. My children are grown and out of the house.
Okay. Well, I would love to help you get closer to getting to Colorado. If we could, set up some time, I would love to help you get to where you need to go and where you need to be. That's got to be very hard. I can't
sometimes it's a
imagine
good
being away
thing,
from my husband that long.
yeah.
What are you telling me? Absence makes the heart grow fonder?
Yeah. So, well, I'll tell you what. I'm willing to give you an opportunity to come visit with me, but again, it's got to be something really great to hear because I'm completely frustrated. But I need to get this house sold.
I understand your frustration, and I appreciate the opportunity. So, you know, I would love the 15-minute opportunity to come out. And if you like what you see and hear, you know, our reputation is quite stellar, quite honestly, in the area. You know, we could give you additional people that you could call after you meet if you feel like you might want to move forward. But I would never want you to move forward with somebody you weren't comfortable with. So that's what's nice about, you know, getting together too. You can see if you're comfortable with us. And, you know, I totally understand you can't work with anybody, but I would love the opportunity to help you get to Colorado.
Okay. So when do you want to meet?
Are you available tomorrow in the morning?
Sure, 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock is perfect.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Okay, perfect. So how did that feel? My ringer went off and I was like, oh. So tell me, how did that feel for you guys this time?
Much better. Much better. She needed, and I saw your sign about getting my motivation.
I was like, motivation. I could tell you were losing her.
Yeah.
She didn't care about all that. So when you asked her, so tell me, why were you moving? That's when you engaged her.
Yeah.
Did you notice that shift? Beth?
All I heard was, you know, that you were
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you started asking her, I wrote, I left. It made me giggle. What's so funny about you and John is you guys have that great sense of humor. And so I love when you said, oh, well, you're lucky only 15 out of 1,000 called you.
I didn't answer the phone. I couldn't answer the phone.
That was funny. Like that was, you know, I love that. That was really good. Once you hit to the motivation and you started asking about her, that's when you got her.
Yeah.
And the opportunity for growth, Beth, would be just wrap it up quicker. Yeah. Like you didn't need to sell yourself after.
Right. Get in the door.
Yes. After she said, you know what? Yeah, I'll meet you. Yep. Fantastic. Yep. What works for you? Boom. Okay. You don't have to, just cut it off right then and there and just.
Okay.
Perfect.
Cool.
When do you want to meet? They say in the morning, great. What's your favorite coffee? I'll bring some.
Nice.
Cool.
Cool.
So, John, you ready?
No.
You want me to be the seller again? Okay.
Okay. Let me time. So
John's the agent.
John's
the agent. So definitely, you know, we want to be more like this is, you know, this is a person and they're frustrated, right? So instead of telling them that their house wasn't priced right and that they need to, you know, that you can sell it, get real with them. Hey, I'd love to help you. Tell me, why did you need to sell your home in the first place? What happened? Get to know them. Okay, ready? Hold on. Oops, my phone's locked now. Go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Diane?
Yes.
Hi, Diane. This is John Gary calling with Keller Williams. How are you today?
Lord. Oh my God, you're about the 20th agent that's called me.
Really? Yeah, no, it definitely hit the expired sheet, as you know, and, you know, we kind of call out and, you know, we're here to help though. We're a little different. We're not the used car salesman just trying to, you know, get the listing. So just thought to reach out and see how I might be able to help you today.
Can you sell my house?
We can certainly look at it and find out why it didn't.
Well, what are you going to
How many showings do you think you had?
And I had her for 6 months and she's worthless.
Yes, some of us are. We're definitely all a little different. How many showings did you have?
Oh, at least 30.
At least 30, huh? Okay. And then why did you have the house on the market in the first place?
Because my husband accepted a position in Colorado, and I've been here by myself for a month and a half trying to get this house sold.
You have, okay. Yeah, that's got to be pretty frustrating being apart, huh?
Yes, very.
Okay. Well, I'd like the opportunity to, just sit down with you. I'd really like to meet face to face, kind of look at the house and, see how we might be able to help you and maybe market it a little different, maybe tweak the comment section. But all homes are selling. It's definitely a very strong market. So do you have any time available where we could meet in person?
Possibly, probably tomorrow afternoon around 3.
That is perfect.
But I want to seriously say, I've got to get this house sold. So if you think you can, get it sold quickly, then I'm willing to meet with you. But I don't know. I've had other agents try to come in here and talk to me as well, but they don't show any difference of what they're going to do different.
No problem. I totally understand that. And that's, like I said, we just need about maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. Just sit down. I'll get your motivation. We'll kind of chat, see if I can help you, which I'm sure I can. And I'd love to, meet you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks. So I want to get this house sold.
Sounds great. I will see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Thanks, John.
So
Right.
one great question that when she said, I need to sell it quickly. Okay, great. And what is that? So when you're saying quickly, what does that mean to you? Tell me more about that.
Okay. So dig deeper on each.
Yeah. Remember, we need to
Ask the
dive
question
deep
on the question.
into their why. Right? It's more about asking questions than telling them about what we can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously. So when you had great rapport, really good rapport. You guys always do, like all three of y'all. Okay. So really good rapport. Just dig deeper into that. Cause she's like, yeah, and cause she was telling you and she was giving you the opportunity to dive deeper into it. Okay. So questions, ahas, you guys want to go again? What do you guys?
You want to throw Tracy into the lion's den?
Yeah. I forgot she was even there. She's so quiet. Okay.
And she's kind of lost her voice.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
Okay. And there we go. Okay, Diane, I'm gonna have you, if you wouldn't mind, being the seller again.
That's
so
fine.
that I can concentrate on taking notes. So Tracy, when we're talking with potential clients, it's really not about, oh, I'm just this great realtor and I can do this. It's really about, how can I help you? Tell me what, because there's not going to be a lot of agents that are going to ask them, tell me, why did you need to sell your home?
Okay.
I want to be able to help you. So anything that you can share with me, what was missing from your previous relationship with your, working relationship with your other other agent? What did your agent not do for you that you wish they had have done? Right?
That's a good question.
What did
Can you say that again?
What did your other agent not do for you that you wished they would have done? What is important to you? When you share with me that your motivation is high, what worked well with your other agent and what didn't work well? What is really bothering you about this. So what is stopping you from making the right decision in listing your home with me? What would that cost you? What do you need to do to get your home sold? What will you get out of that once your home sells? These are some great questions that you can have in front of you when you're talking, right? And just practice those questions with each other because they're powerful, empowering questions. What that does, they're going to empower the seller to self-discover and to tell you what it's going to do for them.
Yeah.
They're going to tell you, you know, Beth, what worked well for you last time? And I ask you that, you and John both. What are you not doing now that you did before? Well, we were doing X, Y, Z, and we weren't, you know, we've kind of like not been following our schedule, whatever. Okay, great. So what would happen if you did? Well, we'd be rock stars, which we already are, right? So it's the same with clients. Ask them, okay? So Tracy, I hope that helps you a little bit. So let's get your practice going. Remember,
I have a quick question. And depending on how the conversation's going, you're not always necessarily going to hit all of these things. You know what I mean? You don't keep going. You know, if you find a spot where, you know, kind of like we did with Diane, where, you know, we found that spot for her. I mean, the rest of it, you know, you don't have to keep digging because, you know, you get to the point where it's like, okay, here's their hot button, we can get in the door, and then cut it where I come kind of rolling.
Exactly. Those are just some questions, and absolutely. It's kind of like an arsenal of weapons that you've got now. So when you know, if you review your questions and you go, okay, great. So if they're hostile about their agent, okay, great. Would you mind sharing with me what your agent didn't do for you? You know, what did they do that, if you know, what you wish that they would have done differently?
Right.
How did that work for you? What didn't work for you?
Right. And then I feel like just human nature, you know, why did you originally want to sell your house? I think that's a question that should be closer to the top of the food chain, because 100%. Then sometimes we can squirrel and just bring them back to, you know, the happy place of why they want to sell it in the first place. And then if they're still hard, you keep digging.
100%. I am telling y'all, if you won't even have to discuss their price, because everyone else is going to talk about their price and why they didn't sell. Right. They don't care about that. They are so defensive and pissed off that their homes didn't sell. So what's that doing to you right now? How is that making you feel? That your home, you know, you've done everything that agent asked you to do. We assume, you know, kept your house clean, accepted all the showings. How is that making you feel right now? Right? Okay. So Miss Tracy, I am going to get my timer set. And remember that this is just an opportunity to grow. Okay. So
Tracy's the agent, correct?
Yes, she's going to be the agent and Diane's going to be the seller so that I can start taking my notes. Okay.
And she's going to be nice.
Okay.
Ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Diane?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Diane. My name is Tracy. I'm calling from the Jerry team here with Keller Williams. Just checking to see what.
I barely hear you, sweetie. I'm sorry. Can you?
I'm so sorry. I have no voice right now, but I'm just trying to go ahead and see what I can do for you as far as selling your house.
Well, you're about the 25th person that's called me today. So I don't know how you're going to sell my house.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I definitely understand. I know you're getting a lot of calls, but give me the opportunity here to take a minute and just go ahead and see what's going on, as far as why it didn't work for you before.
Well, that's a good question. I don't know why it didn't sell. It was on the market for 6 months and we had a ton of showings.
I have definitely worked with others in the past in similar situations. I mean, what didn't you like about like your agent or what was going on? Did they do things as far as showings, open houses? What did they do for you?
Did maybe 2 open houses and we had a lot of showings. We were always very accommodating and confirmed all the showings. So we don't know. You tell us.
No, and that was within 6 months?
Yes.
Yes. Well, I would definitely love the opportunity to, come and talk with you to see, what's going on. Let me check out the house, see what the market value is, that, to go ahead and be able to,
Different. I mean, I don't understand. What are you going to do different? Our house
well,
is beautiful. What are you going to do?
I definitely understand it's beautiful. And, I've worked with others in the past. And I know that depending on the marketing
Okay,
and things
Tracy,
that are going on.
Tracy, sorry. Okay, so let's loved how you acknowledged her frustration in the beginning. So be careful, and because I want you to start over. You're asking some great questions, but you're stacking the questions. So
Okay.
what that means is you're going, well, what did they not do? Does it da 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 da? No. So okay, great. So I'm sensing that you're a little frustrated, which is understandable. So share with me what worked well when you had your house listed before. Boom. Let her answer. Okay, what didn't work well for you? Boom. Let her answer. Okay, so what I'm hearing is what worked well is your agent was great at confirming and following up with feedback from showings, yet what didn't work well was that was the only time you ever heard from her. And they never returned your calls. So what would you like to see happen? If you're taking that approach, what I would have liked to seen happen was my house sell. Oh, wow. Yeah. So, okay. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how motivated are you to get your home sold? Okay. So let's start over and be careful. Like I said, be careful with stacking your questions. You only need to ask, let's think of our questions should only be about 5 words. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Great job so far. Let's go.
All right. Ring, ring.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, is this Diane?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Diane. My name is Tracy. I'm calling from the John and Beth Gary team for Keller Williams. How are you today?
Well, you're about the 25th agent that's called me.
I am so sorry. We did see that your house just came off, as far as a previous listing, and just was checking to see if you're still interested in selling the house.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And what's your motivation for selling?
Well, because my husband's moved, taken another job, he's out of state, and I'm here by myself.
So you're definitely looking to do this quickly.
Yes.
Am I hearing that correct? Okay, definitely. Let me ask, there a reason why you took it off the market or it fell off the market, or let me ask you, I don't know what happened as far as previous.
Well, the listing expired. We gave her 6 months to sell it, and she didn't sell it.
I definitely understand that. And was it because of the fact of not enough showings, or what was the motivation?
No, we had plenty of showings. We had maybe 2 or 3 open houses. But really, I mean, other than at the very beginning, she just quit calling, and she didn't call me, and she didn't follow up with me. So
No feedback?
I'm sorry?
No feedback? I'm sorry. So there was no feedback?
She gave feedback and said the house showed great, but no offers. I mean, what's wrong with my house?
That I don't, I mean, it looks like from what I can see now, it looks like I just want to
acknowledge and validate her feelings.
I'm definitely, I hear your frustration, and, you know, there's something that I would like, love to be able to help you with, and I know that I can. I've definitely worked with others in the past in similar situations. So if you have some time, I'd love to come in and see what I can do for you.
But what are you going to do different that she didn't do?
Well, let me tell you, I mean, follow-up is a big key for our practice here. You know, it's a big key here. We do follow-up, weekly follow-ups to let you know what's going on. I want to make sure we have a fair assessment of the home, but I need to go ahead and, you know, definitely get with you to see what we can do, you know, as far as that goes.
Well, I guess I could give you a few minutes of my time.
What works for you?
Tomorrow would be okay, around 3 o'clock.
That would be perfect. That would be perfect. And I would, you know, love to come on over and see what, you know, my presentation and see what I can do. Because like I said, we've been very successful in our business here with, you know, getting houses sold, you know, and I just want to see, you know, everything that's going on.
Okay. I'll give
All
you
right.
the chance.
What did she say? It's getting a little more comfortable. You know, to be honest, I'm used to doing this with like collections, you know, so it's like, you better pay or your house is gone. So I'm like trying to get to the point of, you know, being a little bit more, you know, the acknowledge pause, you know, acknowledge pause transition, you know, back to the actual place that we need to be, that I want to sell your house for you. So I'm just trying to get to that point of it, you know, but it's like, otherwise it's like, hello, let's get back to paying the money. No, that's it. So, yeah.
So I want to give you like some props. You did a really great job for your first script practice. What do you guys think?
Yeah, she did.
A lot of new timers would be stuttering.
Right.
I'm not afraid to pick up the phone, definitely not.
You did
The only trouble she's got today is she's still trying to get her voice back.
That's it, you know, that's it.
You did great with feedback whenever I stopped you and asked you, and I could tell you took it. So just pay attention to stacking questions, and the same thing, quick, that close it out quick. When she said meet me, you didn't have to, there's no need to go and explain again that you guys are great.
Yeah, because they don't want to. They don't want to hear that. You know, and Tracy is she's a past client, and she's very biased to us. She says it like daily. She's like, you guys are so. So she like
nobody better.
Yeah, and so because everybody, I feel like all the agents are selling themselves that we're the best. They don't want to hear that. The sellers don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Now that could be something that, Tracy, you could share with them when you meet them and you have rapport with them, meaning you've established a relationship. Listen, they were my agents and now I'm working for them. That's how highly I think of
that's actually a good, that's a really good line that she can use.
Them though face to face. Like, listen, I mean, I believe in them so much that I'm now working with them.
Yeah. That's a good employee you could do. Then she can get her little jab in that she always likes to get in without going off on it too much, you know.
I always want to give them props. There's
and if we don't get a listing, she gets very defensive. She's like, what do you mean you didn't get that listing? Why would they not go with you?
Why would they not? There's no reason that they shouldn't. And there's nobody better out here.
That's funny. Yeah, really good job. So just, you know, I think it's just practice.
Yes.
Showing up and practicing.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
You know? Someone wants to say hi.
Hi. How are you?
That's Max, my youngest.
Oh.
And I'm sure he's going to be asking me to buy him some V-Bucks or something for Fortnite. He just whispered, how did you know?
Max, moms know everything.
He wanted to promise me. I told him he has to wash my car inside out.
Oh, well, that's a good trade.
What do you say?
He said Dalton's gonna help him. That's his brother.
Okay,
Love
nice.
that name. Love those names, both of them. But
Yeah, I have Tristan is my 6-year-old, Dalton's my 13, and Max is my 8.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh Lord, I'm surprised he's not bringing our chickens in to show them to you yet.
What are you saying?
No, I'm not. No.
For sure.
No, anyway, Max. Mom, we gotta finish this call.
After that?
No, I'm not buying you $40 worth of V-Bucks, whatever it is. Go. They don't realize it costs money. Hold on 1 second, lady.
He's gonna get 'em now.
Yeah, listen, I'm still working. She muted herself and she's having a conversation.
Oh, geez. Okay. So, do we want to go one more round? So what ahas, share with me some takeaways that you guys have got, that you took.
For me, I just think it's important for the agent to listen to what the client is saying, because I felt that she wasn't really listening to me at first. She did much better the second time, and she let me answer the question. And I just think if you get, like you said at the very beginning, what is your motivation? Why are you selling your home? And why do you think it didn't sell?
Yep.
Okay.
Those two questions need to be asked very quickly.
Yeah, I agree.
When you say, oh, well, I'm great and our team does this and that, you know what? I don't care. I'm frustrated. I've taken 25 phone calls today, and I want to know exactly how you can get my house sold.
Right. Yeah, because that I agree with you, Diane, because that is the tough part about expireds. I mean, they're just plain pissed off. You know,
I've had people
they're mad their house didn't sell and their phone's blowing up. Yep.
Yeah, I've had people hang up on me and cuss me out when I've called past expired. So they don't want to get into anything other than what are you going to do differently as to why my house didn't sell. Don't tell me how great you are. Just tell me what you're going to do differently quickly.
Yep.
And why I'm selling. Get to the motivation very, very quickly.
Yeah, I agree. That was my aha too, Diane. It's like, you know, duh, and, you know, go after right away. Why did you want to sell in the first place, you know?
Right.
Yeah. How about you?
Mine was to ask more questions, dig deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Ask questions, because, you know, so when someone says, what are you going to do differently for me?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's a great question. And, you know, I could sit here and say that, you know, we're the best team, we're the best that, we work with the best company, yet I come from a place of contribution, and I want to help you get your home sold.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who feels the most comfortable if we're going to run this again, so I can hear that? Who feels the most comfortable?
I think we should have Teresa do one for us.
Yeah, how about
Okay. You don't want me to? Okay. Okay. So who is going to be the seller?
You want to be the seller?
You want me to be the
No,
seller?
I'm asking, do you want to be
Oh,
the
I
seller?
don't care. I don't care. I'm like,
You wanna be the
I'm trying
seller?
listen for,
Let John be
for-
the seller.
Oh, great.
Oh, Tracy.
I don't care.
Oh, she wants. All right, here we go. All right.
Okay, you guys ready?
Ready?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, John. Is this John Gary?
Yes, it is.
Hey, John. It's Teresa Kennedy with the Kennedy team here at Keller Williams. And I just wanted to reach out to you to let you know that your home is expired. And I would
Figured that out with all of the phone calls I'm getting today. It's quite annoying.
Oh, you know what? I bet it is extremely annoying, and it's understandable, especially, you know, getting a lot of calls from people that you don't know. Yet I do have a question for you. Your home has expired, and the one question I have for you would be, why did you put your home on the market in the first place?
So I could sell it.
Okay, great. And so, of course, because you do want to get it sold. So, why did you need to get it sold?
I took a job transfer and I'm moving out of this crazy high tax state.
Oh, wow. Congratulations on the new job. And so, what is your time frame? When are you supposed to be there?
I start next week.
Fantastic. So you start next week, and wow. So it looks like you had your home on the market for almost 6 months, and it just expired. So may I ask a couple of questions? What do you feel was the one reason that your home didn't sell?
I, I would say bad agent, but I don't know. I'm not in this field.
Okay. And so when you say bad agent, what causes you to say that?
I did everything they asked me to do as far as prepping the house and painting and put thousands of dollars into it, and it didn't sell. So it's got to
Wow.
be on the agent, right?
Well, it sounds like you did everything that that agent asked of you. And so, and it's definitely, putting thousands of dollars. Share with me, what all did you do whenever you put all that money in? I'd love to hear the improvements that you've put into your home.
I updated both bathrooms. We cleaned up the kitchen, put new cabinets, countertops, flooring, and then had the whole house painted inside and out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm buried in this thing.
That sounds like you guys, I mean, I bet it looks amazing right now.
We think so, but the
Yeah.
market doesn't.
So, well, what was the feedback that you guys were receiving?
That's what, going back to the bad agent, I don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it definitely sounds like communication wasn't a priority for your previous agent. Would that be correct?
Oh, I called them multiple times with no return phone calls.
Mm. So if I were to make a call on this, it sounds as though the one thing that could have been, better between you and your agent was the communication. Is that a fair assumption?
100%. There was no communication.
Great. So so I know you have to leave in in 1 week, and communication is a priority for you. And so how would you say that you and I are communicating right now?
Good so far, but
Okay.
it's of course, you're going to come happy to the dance.
Well, come happy to the dance. I'm always happy to the dance there, John. So, what do you think, besides the communication, was a main challenge in getting your home sold?
I'm not sure. I mean, we had quite a few showings, but no offers. And like I said, I don't even know the feedback because they never called me. They were absent.
Okay. So, if I were to um, meet with you and show you how we communicate and a plan of action to get your home sold within a week, then would you take the appointment with me and move forward with getting your home sold so you can be at your new job and get your life started there?
I need to do something, and I'm really not looking forward to if I have to rent this out. I'd certainly rather sell than rent it out.
Fantastic. So here's what I'm going to do, John. I'm going to have my assistant, Arian. She will email you our pre-listing presentation so that you can get familiar with who I am and my team. Any questions that you have, would love to answer them. And it'll take only 15-20 minutes tops. Does that sound good?
Are you a full-time realtor?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because I think that was part of it with the other one. I think they were more part-time.
Yeah, nope, absolutely. So the only question would be, once you meet with me and we get a plan of action, would be, what is stopping you from making the right decision and hiring the right agent?
Nothing. I definitely want to do my due diligence this time to, check stats and numbers and see how they work and make sure they're able to get the job done. I need to get this sold.
Absolutely. So it sounds like, for sure, being detailed, communication, numbers and statistics are super important, and that's awesome because it's important to me too. So
Excellent.
I will be sure to bring everything to you so you can make the right choice.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Okay. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
You got it.
Awesome.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah.
I like the pace of the way you spoke to John, calm, collected. You let him answer the question in a very paced manner.
Yeah.
He was rushed and hurried.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's something I have to work on because I do like, and when I get wound up, man, it's like, oh my God. The more excited I get, the faster I talk.
There you go.
I have to work on that.
Remember our centering technique that we usually do?
Yep.
The best. That is the best tool in your toolbox, or whatever you want to call it.
That would make sense to do before calls.
Oh, 100%.
And in between them, you know.
Because here's the thing is, you know, when we think about contagion, you know, so when we are having a conversation with someone and they are, you know, you've got somebody that's really super aggressive, and let's say you're not able to walk them off the ledge, you're going to take that into your next call.
Yeah.
So if we just give ourselves a moment to take a deep breath and just center and get everything out, then we have a fresh, clean slate.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good point to point out. What, like, it's like I know that's how Teresa talks, but when you said it point blank, Diane, I'm thinking, well, that's like bipolar opposite of me. You know, I just get rolling. You know, I'm like, that's a good point.
But, you know, and I should have.
But I'm writing down right now.
I should have asked him what his job is, and the reason why, because we know modalities of certain people. We know what a doctor is going to be like. We know what an engineer is going to be like.
Good point.
Right?
Yeah,
so
sure.
On the end, when he said stats and details are important to him, I said, "Go, great. They're important to me too. So I'll be sure to have." Right. And so he said communication was bad. Okay, so what I'm hearing is communication is a priority for you. So how do you feel that we're communicating?
That's good.
Yeah.
So when I asked him that, if y'all heard me ask him that, he goes, "Well, we are."
Right.
Thinking, well, great.
Yeah.
I planted something in there.
Yeah.
Without him realizing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've already said that we communicate really well, and that's a priority for you.
Love it.
Awesome. Cool. So this was fun. I'm glad it was just us.
Yeah.
I was just going to say the same thing, especially for Tracy's first time.
Oh my God.
It might have been overwhelming if we would have seen like 15 faces on this call. She'd have been like, oh my God.
Yeah, then she might have been well, and I think it gave us the opportunity to really dig in and take time versus being like, oh, we got to go next. Oh, next.
Yeah.
So I trust that you guys got something out of it. I did.
Huge.
Absolutely.
Huge. Yes.
Awesome. So kill it. I can't wait to hear your success stories and your wins on our next call.
Looking forward to it.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
All right. Bye. Have a great day, everybody. Bye, Diane.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye, Diane. Thank you.
Okay.